Oh my goodness. Foucault.
What up, Josh?
Hey, you know what really swipes me right?
What's that, Josh?
It's judging, I would say. I know we've bitched about judging before at pipe band contests, but I feel like this weekend in particular has been interesting in the sense that who the fuck are making these decisions anymore?
I don't even know. I don't recognize
I swear
the
to
names.
God, these guys are fucking just throwing darts at a dartboard in the dark. Or they have like all the band's names written on the green with like marking paint, and then they cut a chicken's head off.
And this
wherever the chicken dies,
that's who wins.
that band wins.
Dude, it's we'll get into that. Let's get into that later.
We're going to get into that a little bit later.
Oh my God, yeah.
But anyway, I just want to let everyone know, hi, I'm Josh. Welcome to the Chain Rant Podcast. This is an explicit show. So if you're of the sensitive ears, I'm here to let you know that you have 5 seconds to go listen to something else. I would highly recommend The Big Rab Show. But if not, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, cunt. And you can review the show on iTunes. You can send us emails and voicemails to be played on air. You can like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you're Australian, Snapchat. Check out the Chanarant store at chanarant.com. And this show, this episode 68 of the Chanarant Podcast, brought to you by our patrons at patreon.com/Chanarant. Those few, the proud, the patrons.
Yes, there's many of them. There's 6.
There's 6
specifically, but so I'm a little insulted. You did not introduce me yet.
Oh, by the way, you can invite, share with your friends. And also on the show, I have my bearded co-host, Andy.
That's me.
You'd think that...
we never get this right.
Yeah.
We never, ever get this right.
Well, it's different every time. That's how you know it's not pre-recorded.
Right. Otherwise, we should actually just pre-record the intro and just let it go.
No, then we're shit. Then we're trash.
That's a good point. I mean...
The podcasts that pre-record their intros don't put the work in. We put the work in. We fail miserably, but at least we're trying.
I was actually thinking about this today. One, is this show too formulaic? And we just keep doing the same shit every goddamn week.
But not really.
Little things change, but for the most part, it's nonsense every week.
But it's variations. It's variations on a classic, right? Like,
is that
like
how
realistically, each Indiana Jones movie is Harrison Ford trying to find treasure, but they're all great because there's subtle differences.
That's true. That's good. Well, I mean, they're not all great.
Well, not the fourth one.
No, yeah, you're right. Fourth
But
one.
you got to keep in mind, each episode of the Chan Ran podcast is like 1 through 3 of Indiana Jones. And if we ever got to that 4th Indiana Jones level, we'd be Grace No Vortex.
That's a good point. So what do we got?
They're like the movies that Star Wars got wrong.
or in this case, or more recently, a Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
What happened to Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
We won't get into that. Everybody else is doing it.
A pile of bricks drinking wine. We're not going to talk about streaming, and we're not going to talk about Game of Thrones, Fusco, because everybody is doing that shit.
Yeah, we don't need any of that. So.
Yeah, we're not everybody. We're too drunk for that.
Yeah.
I mean, we're too original.
Too original, yeah.
But really, I meant we're too drunk for
exactly.
that. Yeah. Okay, so we got some emails, and where do we want to start? I say you should start at the top with our... Because this came in late. It came in before... We had a game of Marry, Kill, Fuck.
Marry, fuck.
Which is actually, it's Marry, Fuck, Kill.
It's actually F, Marry, Kill is what it actually is.
Fuck, Marry, Kill? FMK?
Yeah, FMK.
Okay, so anyway, it's wrong every time everyone does it, but we have a new one. Do you want to read this one? Or you want me to read this one?
I love this one. So this is from somebody, I have no idea who this is from, but he says, okay, lads, here it comes. Get it? Get it? I'd marry Rab. The rotund nature of this gentle Pooh Bear beast would provide excellent warmth in those long, dark winter months. Though I can say if Rab would be the big or little spoon, but all I can say after a few drams, his squidginess would be canoodling perfection. This guy's just making up words at this point.
No, squidginess is like plushy squishiness, and then canoodling is like finger stuff.
Okay,
yeah,
fair enough. One can't forget the excellent shade he would provide in the summer months. Oh my God.
My computer's right in front of me. I nearly spit beer on my computer.
Shielding the bad UV rays off my fair and tender skin on the games field. With his mountainous stature in the piping world, I'm sure to... What? Oh, hold on. Sorry. I'm sure to be the envy of all piper boys. Okay. Okay, he says...
So that was his Mary, right?
That was his Mary.
Okay.
Wow. So he'd say, I'd fuck Fusco if I wanted to party and transfer STDs, and Fuko is the party boy for me. Starting with the thigh-tickling beard massage as he licked my cock like a lollipop to the... What the hell did he just say? This is the wrong show to bring you on, apparently. So he licked my cock like a lollipop to the
Gonoherpacifilades.
that would be magically released down his throat like a 4th of July fireworks display. Kapow.
That has got to be the coining of the term gonoherpacifilades.
Gonoherpacifilades.
Gonoherpacifilades. It's gonorrhea,
I get
herpes, syphilis, and AIDS combined. Gonoherpacifilades.
That's fucking genius.
Hashtag. Hey, if you guys want 15% off your Piper's Dojo membership, go to pipersdojo.com/gonoherpacifilades.
And if you spell it right, you get an extra 5% off.
Dude, if you spell it right, I will send you a shirt.
Anyway, he says, kapow. No hole would be left unexplored for my wee purple-headed warrior. This guy's... I don't know who this guy is, but I love him. And then he said, I'd kill Josh because he is just a little bitch. I agree.
Dude, I get killed in so many of these. I feel like these people are just threatened by me.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
He says, well, keep on keeping on. I got to go hashtag crush the puss.
Hashtag crush the puss.
Go get it, buddy.
Cheers, man. Oh, my goodness. That is... And I like how he CC'd Rab in this. Did you notice
Did he?
that?
I did not. He copied Rab?
Yeah, he CC'd Big Rab in this one. So that... do you think Rab will read it on his show?
We should actually have Rab read this. I didn't even think of it.
Have him record it and send it to us.
Herpacifilades. Let's get Rab saying that.
Gonoherpacifilades. Gonoherpacifilades. That's what he said.
I'll never get that right.
That's like it sounds like a dinosaur. Okay, so we did get an email from Dan. He just said that the longest he could get into your long form chat on Piper's Dojo was 30 minutes. So he just sent us a screenshot.
He sent us a screenshot. He made it 30 minutes and he was like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
Fuck this, I got better shit to do.
Yeah, dude.
We got an email that I just have to read, which I'm excited. It's from a fan. They say, I enjoy your radio show immensely. I own and operate a prominent crematorium and keepsake business in the Boston area, and can't tell you how many comments we hear from our upright clients about your show. Our main helper, Larry, or Lumpy as we know him here, we have fun, introduced us to your show, and since then has brought us hours of enjoyment and laughs as we feed carcasses into the incinerator, which at times can be exhaustive, foul-odored work. In fact, we enjoy the show so much that we've taken to playing the show on loop along with Big Rob and Piper's Dojo in our bereavement area where clients select urns and other items. Just the other day, Lumpy commented that he felt Andre Douglas sounds like a great piper, but he seems like a somewhat self-important windbag.
Do you think?
Lol! This is a particularly sophisticated comment for Lumpy as he is severely developmentally disabled. Kind of like Andrew Douglas. Doogie's on the spectrum.
He's more,
he's I would say like Aspergery maybe.
Yeah, Aspergery for sure.
Just the other day, Lumpy commented that, oh, I'm sorry, I already got that. In any event, on to why I'm reaching out. Last week, I was wandering around Somerville, Ma, for their Porch Fest event, and I came across an amazing piper. Please check out this Massachusetts Porch Fest video on the Whiskey and Tartan Facebook page. This chap was playing with two classic retro-style drummers, and he sounded fantastic. I would support the video for win of the week, just a suggestion. Anyway, when I'm not collecting limited issue coins from the Franklin Mint, I'm piping. One of the 6 here, also a patron. Like I say, for the price of a St. Jude figurine, I can support my favorite podcast. Thanks, guys. Hey, for the price of a St. Jude figurine, that's a new term we could use for trying to get people to become patrons.
That's a good one, yeah.
Instead of saying the price of a cup of coffee.
Hey, fucknut.
Yes, dickhead.
The video is... You did not turn the video on, by the way, to the stream.
I didn't turn the video on to the stream?
They can hear us, but they can't see us.
Can they see us now? Can you see me now?
Ooh, there it is.
I thought you were monitoring the stream, boy.
I just did.
Yeah, we monitored it real well.
Hello, everyone.
Well. This is going to be real critical when we eventually do the Puppets Only episode.
I can't wait to do the Puppets show
that
we're going to do. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Josh is a...
But do you guys really want to see us? Let's be real.
Look at these two ugly mugs. Do you really? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, there's no way. There's two people. It was just Bill.
You see the comments coming through?
Yeah, it was just Bill that's like, oh, by the way, we can't see you. It took them a half hour into the show to realize that. Okay.
Okay, so hold on. Let's just real quick comment back to Brad, who says, why are you guys drinking Coors Light? Okay, because I can't just trust Josh to not drink all the beer during the week when you send it, I have to take it home with me, and I forgot to do that, and all the beer's gone.
Actually, no. There's 3 cans of Rough Tail in my fridge.
Why are we not drinking that?
Then bring the Rough Tail out, boy.
You got to tell me these things.
I'll read an email while you're doing
All
that.
right, I'm going to go get some Rough Tail.
No, I have not touched the Rough Tail.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh, okay.
I haven't touched these little bourbons that you brought.
I noticed. I was shocked.
They sat on my table for a week.
Shocked.
Do you have any idea how much I love bourbon?
I do. That's why I'm shocked they're still here.
They sat here because I'm a goddamn gentleman.
Look. Okay, everybody, I was wrong. Josh did the right thing for once.
Okay, so in the meantime, we also got a review in. I'm not going to say the name, but they said, guys, don't sell. The review is, you guys are the best, worst podcast. Guys, don't sell yourselves short. All the casts have been fun, but your Richard Park skits of Blumpkin was positively brilliant. You put a human face to the bagpipe star. Many think the bagpipes are a stuffy instrument, but this interview enforced that even the best of the best in the bagpipe world are just as human as you and I. Well, Richard Parks is more human than I am, but he gives me hope that even a lowly service band piper can someday become something much more. Hashtag love for the show. Hashtag would be one of the 6 if I hadn't stalled so long. Keep it up, boys. Not a bad review for being pretty dang hashtag polluted. You're already one of the 6 because you wrote a review and you're getting a sticker. Boom.
Is that the guy that said, send me a sticker, bitch?
Send me a sticker. Give me a damn sticker. You're getting a damn sticker. That's how it works.
It's already in the process. It's already going.
So, Fugo.
Yes, sir.
A couple things. I feel like some of our news updates really belong in the topic section.
Yeah, we probably should do that.
I feel like we should just go ahead straight to the pipe band. Do you want to do the fail first or the win first?
I say we do the fail first.
The fail first?
I don't know. Sure.
All right. So, just for all of you out there, here is our pipe band fail of the week. Son of a bitch, I already know who this is.
You can't.
This
see
is why
me.
Daddy drinks.
You can't see me, but I'm shaking my head right now.
Well, the patrons can see you. All the cheap fucks
All 6
who
of
aren't,
them.
all the cheap fucks who aren't patrons can't, that are listening to it for free.
All you free people, I'm shaking my head right now at this fucking cunt. I'm going to let it go to the end, because it's only 10 more seconds.
We're going to get demonetized for this, just so you know.
I don't care.
Lucas, you don't fuck with Lucasfilm.
Okay, so I've had enough of this. Okay, so what this is, in case you didn't know,
damn it,
is the most recent Unipiper video, where he's playing 2 pipes at the same time
Poorly.
on a unicycle.
Flames coming out.
Flames and everything, right? So, one, I didn't believe you at first, but you told me there's no way that's him playing. There's somebody in the
No. There's
playing.
like 5 pipers in the background actually playing the music while he just dawdles around in a circle like a fucking tard.
So I didn't believe you at first. I'm like, it wouldn't be like him to do it. He usually plays shitty on his own. He does enough shitty shit on his own. So then I pulled the video up and I'm looking like his fingers aren't moving. He's just
unicycling
in a circle
with flames coming. Don't get me wrong. I can't ride a fucking unicycle.
No, not at all.
And I certainly couldn't ride a unicycle in a Darth Vader costume.
No.
But I
Not while
can
playing
play
2
bagpipes.
Right. Well, kind of.
Better than him.
Well, that's not saying much.
But fucking A, man. It's like, and so the thing that bothers me is like, and I'm sure this came out on May the 4th, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a Star Wars thing, which I love Star Wars.
Yep.
But at the same time, it's like, fuck, dude. Like, what? It says like, flaming unicycle bagpiper plays 2 bagpipes at once. Star Wars theme. Like he's just holding an E and a high A and riding in a circle while a band that's off screen
plays shitty.
Actually plays, and they get no love in this video.
No, because he's a cunt. I hate this guy. I'll keep saying it. This guy sucks. And
when it wouldn't be the Chain Rant podcast if we didn't call someone a cunt.
That's true.
Yeah, it's kind of our thing.
Dude, learn to play and stop being a dick.
It's just like you know what makes me saltiest is that guy's always gonna be more famous than us.
Way more famous than us.
He's gonna be that guy is more.
That guy gets 7 million views a week.
That guy gets more views than fucking Stuart Littlewood.
Oh my god, yes. Can you imagine that? How ridiculous that is? I want to kill myself. I was just discussing this. Daryl was in town, right?
Yeah.
And we were just discussing.
You guys are playing gigs all week.
Yeah.
Weekend.
We were discussing who.
I don't know who.
One of the 3 hot chicks of piping or whatever the hell.
One of the goddesses.
Goddesses. The one that's in California. and we're just talking about how much
So it narrows it right down.
I get in trouble when I say her name, so I'm not going to say her name. But we were discussing how much we hate her and how much her brand is important. Dude, he told me what she got paid for that Havasu gig.
I don't want to fucking know.
Do you want to know?
I don't. Fucking tell me.
$3,000. And you want to know what happened? Josh and his crew carried that bitch the entire time.
And we got paid $2,000 for 4 of us.
No. It was more than that. You mean for that day?
Oh, yeah.
No. It was more than that. But there were 4 of you doing 3 days of work all day. And carrying their asses.
Carrying all, not just her ass. We carried
Everybody.
all the fucking asses.
Everybody.
My fucking shoulders were exhausted from all the asses I had to carry that day, Fuko.
Dude, she's got a brand, and she's... Okay, so this is another thing.
I got a brand too. My problem is my brand is calling people cunts on the radio.
You can't make any money doing
which
that.
does not get me rich.
No, that does not make you any money. So, so her thing apparently is she's like what we would call a Cleveland Brown. You know what a Cleveland Brown is?
I would like to be illuminated.
Got a good uniform, but a bad helmet.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or, you know... You know what I'm talking
That's
about?
the first time I've heard that.
You know, from a distance, you're like, oh, is that girl hot? And then you see her up close and she's not, right?
We gotta stop. We can't.
But this is her brand.
Yeah, but
This is why she makes $3,000 at a gig.
whether or not she's hot is not what pisses me off. What pisses me off is the fact that she's not going to play music.
Correct.
Well.
Correct. But she's got 7 million views on YouTube.
I could put up with like I'm ugly as fuck, and I can mostly play music pretty good. It's not getting me anywhere.
This is the world we're in. So this should transition into the win.
I would like to hear the win because I need to have that cleansed from my ears.
So these are guys that actually know how to play. They're doing something not typical.
Non-traditional.
Non-traditional, but it's very good. So let's play
It's non-traditional but good, like gay marriage.
Something to do with Massachusetts. I don't know where these guys are from, but I don't know. Well, check this out. It's pretty good.
Ba-boom.
Yeah, we know this tune.
It's one of 6 tunes we know.
Who are these guys again? Somebody sent this into us.
I don't know.
It's a Massachusetts Porch Fest.
They're the Massachusetts Porch Fest pipe band. Done. Dude, that drummer is...
Fucking snare drum is solid.
That's not a pipe band snare, though. He's playing a marching snare.
Playing like American marching band. Bass drum, too. Same style.
Not like Blood and Thunder style, or he's beating the shit out of it.
No, it's American style.
Dude. We did a bit. You guys actually, this is before I was back in the band. You guys did a bit with marching snare.
We did. We did it with Jim Thompson.
Yeah. It was one of the Celtic Thanksgiving concerts. I was in town.
Yeah.
I was in town from university, and I hadn't moved back and joined the band back. But yeah, there was you guys did a really cool bit with Jim Thompson with marching.
With the rope drum, yeah. So Cobra, sorry, not Hoeneke. We call him Cobra now.
Cobra.
Wrote this because he was working with an American band as well at the time, and he wrote this rope drum thing for like an intro. So for the Jim Thompson tune, so it was in 4/4 instead of 3/4, and it was this whole cool little American style thing.
Yeah.
We broke into Jim Thompson, whatever. Super cool. It was very cool. So it can be done if you do it the right way. You just got to know what the fuck you're doing. Like these guys apparently know what they're doing because they're playing really good American
tight
style
too,
drumming into Scottish pipes, which is great. It's fucking cool, man.
Well, that guy obviously knows Scottish drumming as well because he was on a rope drum, but he was doing Strasby.
Which guy? The guy right there?
The second tune. What was the second tune?
Oh, it was a jig. It wasn't Strasby. I don't know what it's called,
but that's...
Yeah, I don't know what the tune's called, but it's a jig of some sort. But these guys are called the Kevin Berry Pipes and Drums. That's the closest.
Well, shout out to the goddamn Kevin Berry Pipes and Drums because you are the pipe band win of the week, and you guys are awesome.
You guys are killer, man. That's pretty solid. I appreciate that.
So can we just talk about the elephant in the room?
Absolutely.
Which is the British?
Oh, we're going to go right into it?
Right into it.
Oh, boy.
You told me you wanted a tight episode.
I do want a tight episode.
This is going to be like a 30-minute episode.
I want tight well, never mind. So the British. Oh, my God. Anybody out there see the results of this fucking thing?
I know Closkelt won grade 2 again.
Yeah, which is fair. They're pretty good.
Because they're fucking phenomenal.
So,
but that's not what we're talking about.
No. We don't care about really the beginning and the end, right? We care about the incredible, wild results from piping judges for the most part, because there's only 2 of them, and that's how we can compare them. All over the fucking board. It's like, apparently they were just throwing darts to see who would place high and low in this fucking thing. Okay, so take a look at this, right?
Yeah, no, trust me.
Are you looking at it right now?
So you're a resident pipe band nerd, so you are the best person to get angry about this.
Yes.
I get angry about everything else. This is your time, Fusco. This is your time to rage.
So it's just, this just points out there must be some sort of issue in the system, right? So what we have here is 2 piping judges, right? Closkelt got a 1st place in piping and a 13th place in piping, and they still won the fucking thing because their drumming and ensemble was 2nd, right? And then check out, did you see who down the list got 1st and 12th, essentially like the exact opposite, basically? Yeah. Is this band called Highland Granny Pipes and Drums? I've never even heard of them.
It's like Highland Granite Pipes and Drums.
Highland Granite. They came in 8th overall, and they got a 1st and a 12th in piping. What in the holy fuck is happening over there? Like, who? What? How does that happen? So, and they came in 8th because their drums and ensemble wasn't very good, right? But look at the fucking scores and how all over the map they are, especially in piping. So we have a very subjective system here. This just proves it. Like, there's no,
it's complete trash, right? Because if you were ever in a scenario where all judges were judging equally based on agreed upon criteria, you could not have someone say you're the best and have the person standing right next to them say you were the worst.
It wouldn't be this wild of a difference.
And generally, this is one of the rare advantages of being in shit WSPA West Coast, is that all of our judges, for the most part, agree. We really don't get a lot of wild variance on calls for competitions. Like you would never see this in San Diego. You would never see this in Pleasanton, where like one of the judges said you were the best and the other judge said you were the worst, and somehow like that had to pan out and there was an average there.
Right.
Because they're all judging on the same criteria. They're all saying like, oh, well, like, fuck it. We win some, we lose some. What are you going to do?
Sure. But be so wildly different. Daryl was on the episode last week and he talked about judging. He's like, yes, in the end, when it all comes down to the last final choice, if it's very close, you got to make a subjective decision. But then it should be like 1 and 2, not 1 and fucking 13.
Not 1 and fucking 13.
That's crazy.
Which just drives home the point that this is the first major, right?
The first major of the year, yes, correct.
So the first major of the year, and we were already seeing that the judges are just fucking daft.
They must be drunk or high or something. Is weed legal in
they're just voting, or they're just voting for bands that they like, or voting for bands that
bought shit from them.
Shit from them. You know, like that was a big thing that was talked about a lot last year. On Rab even did a piece about it and got flack, where it was like, oh well, how much is this affected by the people that are making a living on this?
Huge, apparently.
And some of the suggestions that came out of that were like blind contests, right? Like,
yes.
You just hear it and you don't know who it is.
Right. At least it's more fair.
Here's band 1, here's band 2, here's band 3, all the way through 12, and you don't know which band was which until you judge, and it's over.
Well, this is also the argument why there should be 2 drumming judges and 2 ensemble judges too, because we can't tell if it looks reasonable drumming and ensemble at this point, because a lot of those are very similar for the most part.
Well, they were the only similar numbers. But the piping judges were fucking just opposite.
But we don't know that they're... I don't fucking know, dude. It's crazy. If you look down the score list, it's like everyone is wildly different. There's one band that has an agreement that's close. Right?
Is it in the middle? Because that's how a bell curve would work.
Yes, it's right in the middle.
That's statistically, that makes sense.
It's crazy, man.
Or just have three piping adjudicators.
Yeah, absolutely.
At this point, you might have to.
Dude, they just need more. I don't know why.
3 piping adjudicators would at least lend some kind of a statistical curve to it. Like right now, it's just like, oh, you think they're good? Fuck you. I think this guy's good. Like, you think this guy sucks? Fuck you. I'm going to vote for that guy.
Yeah, dude. I don't even understand.
I would be very interested to do a little more, because I'd never heard of any of these adjudicators before.
I haven't
today.
Heard either, yeah.
I'd be interested to do a little research.
Yeah, I'm looking through the grade ones. I mean, I don't know. The grade 1's got Bob World, but he's the only one I recognize in grade 1s. At least they're a lot closer together. Everything's pretty well agreed upon here. But why grade 2 is so wildly variant, I don't understand.
What about the lower grades?
I could look through.
I might say, do we know what the lower grades look like?
I can take a look. I have it here.
That gives me plenty of time to drink a whiskey and say, thank you, patrons of Chain and Rant. This is what you pay for.
Us drinking and saying cunt on the radio.
Well, I'm just blown away.
Okay, grade 4B is pretty consistent. Grade 4A is very consistent.
Do you know why this tickles me, though?
Wow. Grade 3B, very consistent. Wow. So what the hell happened in grade 2? All these are very consistent.
They're just hammered. You know why this tickles me?
Drunk.
I'm tickled because all we ever hear about out here on the Lost Coast is, oh my God, RSPBA is so great and they do everything right, and all these little fucking associations in America don't do anything right, and these little fucking associations in Australia and New Zealand, these associations in Canada.
Australia, they fuck everything up, but go ahead.
Well, that's because everything goes the opposite direction. But it's like one of those things where it's like, hey, guess what, guys? Fuck you, because we didn't fuck up the piping results for our first championship. One, we don't have championships, so it's a whole other issue. But,
well, that's true.
But like, dude, what the fuck happened?
I don't know. Like, it's weird though, because only grade 2 seems to be so crazy.
So wonk.
So maybe one of these two piping judges, I don't know, was just drunk. Or
but here's one of the things too. Like, you don't have to say one of the two. I can tell who it is.
The first one,
because for the most part, piping adjudicator number 2 is actually pretty in line with the other judges.
Yeah. Well, at least Ensemble at least use that as a reference point, possibly. I don't know, but this guy is all over the map. Look at this.
But then again, you have to give him some credit because he was trying to judge this contest while a Terminator was coming to kill him.
He still sat there and listened, even though he was being hunted.
Even though he was being hunted by a Terminator. I'm not going to say his name, but he was being hunted by a Terminator.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. Oh my God, that's wild, man. That poor son of a bitch.
So good for him.
Yeah, good job, man. Apparently you threw some numbers down on a piece of paper and went for it. Like, you got paid either way, so I guess you don't give a fuck.
I just like how he put Closkelt at 13th and they won.
I just don't get that. They won it.
Like, Closkelt has never been 13th in anything in their life.
Right. Not at all. I remember.
Closkelt went to a contest of like, hey, who can beat number 14? And they were still second. Like, there's just, it's never going to happen. Speaking of Closkelt, big shout out to Closkelt Pipe Band for winning again. This is the second year in a row, at least. I'm assuming there were more.
Oh, they won it last year.
So they won the British Championships, and one of our very good friends, friend of the show, Adele. Good job. Cheers.
Del Boy.
Yeah, Del Boy. Fantastic. And congratulations. I know you're already drunk and asleep by now, but
she's probably passed out by now.
Yeah, she's probably passed out in somebody's van.
That's low blow, my friend. Low blow. I'm not. When she calls me, fucking bitching you out.
She's got my number.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So
that brings up a good topic, and I know we've beaten this horse to hooves at this point, and we've beaten this horse to glue. But realistically, when are we going to come up with a uniform system of judging?
They need to do something
across the board, and not just like by association, but realistically, we all just got to agree to the same thing.
Yes, and people are noticing. It's definitely getting out there.
It's gotten worse, right? It's gotten worse year after year after year.
But people notice, and they're starting to complain about it. And I think I like to take a moment to congratulate ourselves for putting this out in the world and giving people a place to make this public that they're unhappy with the way that these things are going.
It's not easy to be heroes.
I mean, it's not. We've taken the mantle, Josh.
Yeah.
And really run with the flame of truth and justice.
Is that what you call your penis now? The flame of truth and justice?
Sounds good to me. But yes, we are making changes in the world, and I just want to congratulate you.
We're making changes in the world in such a niche of the world that nobody cares about. Like, oh man, those guys are going to go down in history as like really helping open up conversations about bagpipe bands. Like, who gives a fuck? But it's good to have a hobby.
There's 9 people on the screen, whatever the fuck, stream that care.
There's 6 people worldwide.
All the world, 6 people. So, real quick, we'll just shout out to the grade 1 people. Did you see these results?
I have not.
Oh my god, let me tell you what happened. All right, so let's
Wait.
pick the top 6
before you start fucking bitching about us reading a list. I'm on to you.
We get it, man.
Yeah.
Who do you think won top 6? And all the big ones were there. Give me top 3.
I got about to say, because I don't know 6
You
great
couldn't
ones.
even name 6.
Field Marshal, Inverary, Slot.
Interesting. So here's how it went. Top 6, right? Slot, Scottish Power, Inverary, People's Ford, Bog Hall, and Bathgate.
Ooh, they moved up?
Yep. Field Marshal, and then Fife.
Oh my god.
Field Marshal came in 5th. That's the shocking one.
Dude, I thought this year was going to be Empire, but it's Return of the Jedi.
Don't lose faith yet. This happened to them last year too. They lost every major until the Worlds, and then they won. Do you think it's the new pipe sergeant's fault, Matt?
Yeah, I think it's Matt's fault.
Yeah, let's blame Matt. He fucked it up.
Yeah, they wouldn't have gotten 5th if it wasn't for Matt.
Oh my god, what a cunt that guy is.
Yeah, fucking asshole. Beautiful bastard.
The St. Lawrence O'Toole won handily.
Took me out for a nice crab dinner and never called me again.
Yeah. By the way, we have some exciting news coming up, but we'll just tease that and talk about it later.
Oh, perfect.
Like Rab would do.
I'm just glad we have stuff to talk about later.
Yeah. Can you believe that Scottish Power got 2 firsts in piping?
Yeah, well, Scottish Power is like the James J. Coyne Memorial Band of first grade 1 bands.
They get close but never win.
Yeah, they're never going to win. They're just gonna edge.
There goes that interview. the edging of pipe bands.
Well, Scottish Power is like they're really into like tantric sex. You know, like they want to get close to winning, but they never want to actually win until it's been like 4, 5, 6 years.
Right. Yeah.
Then they'll finally win all at once, and it'll be like a gallon.
6 years? You sure? They've been at it way longer than that. I know where you're going. I'm just gonna ignore that. Oh my god. So
also, I've already said this on the show, right? That I'm still blown away by the fact that Scottish Power, the reason they're named Scottish Power is because they're sponsored by the fucking power company.
I can't believe it took you 17 years to figure that
Dude,
out.
Like I just thought they were like super proud of being Scottish. Like, no.
It's a power.
That'd be like if we were like, we're coming to the world as the NV Energy Pipe Band.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Dude, it sounds so cool, those Scottish Powers.
We're the Zappos Pipes and Drums.
Hey, if I get a sponsorship from Zappos, we're in. I don't give a fuck.
Dude, hey, if
I don't have to do those bullshit
you gotta fondle some fucking balls, then you'll do it.
By the way, speaking of that, real quick, sidebar. If I didn't have to do another goddamn...
Speaking of which thing?
I'll tell you in a sec. You'll understand. So speaking of that, if we never had to do another St. Patrick's Day gig again, it would be too soon, right? So guess what finally arrived in the mail today? 2 months later.
Have a suit check?
No, that one they paid us on the day. Remember? They handed it to you.
I collected that, yeah.
You didn't lose it, which is great.
It's amazing.
No, that one we did at the link.
Statistically unlikely.
The link. 2 months later.
They
finally paid us. I'm like, you cocksuckers.
Well, the booking agent had to take their fee, man.
Right. So this is the thing about agents. Agents fucking suck.
Full
Sorry,
circle.
Kelly. Sorry, I'm okay.
Full circle. We've got episode 68. We're back to episode 4.
Agents are cunts. Sorry. Why are they slow paying us? It's so goddamn annoying.
You know the solution there is when they call you next time, say no.
Next year. Come to Havasu. We're going to Havasu.
Dude, the Havasu crew, we had a great time.
Dude, that's what I'm hoping. Next year,
aside from the last day.
The Havasu gig's going to be so good we don't have to do anything else. That's what I'm hoping for. So, fuck them.
Great people. Great people in Havasu. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
By the way, when I hear another little piece of information that's interesting.
Sure.
So, Slot in their medley today, guess what their opener is?
Jim Thompson.
The Highland Wedding thing.
Oh, fuck me. Really?
Yeah. They start off as the march and then they break into the hornpipe thing or whatever it is, real hornpipe, whatever it is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, at least we know why they lost.
They won.
Oh, fuck. At least we know why they won.
Are you paying attention at all?
No.
Jesus Christ. This is why you have me on the show.
I don't care about grade 1, Fusco.
Oh, my God. What do you care about? Grade 4B?
Grade 2. And when I was playing 3A or whatever the fuck we were in, that grade. But
yeah. By the way, I forgot what I was going to say. Keep going. Sorry. I'm totally lost.
Okay. So,
where are we at?
Well, we were talking about the spotty judging.
Yeah.
We were congratulating Closkelt on winning.
Yet again.
And then we invited him too.
I would appreciate it if we did not go into that one quite yet. I know what you're doing, you son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Give me a drink. I'm up all night. Can't be me.
So you've been playing a lot of gigs this weekend, Fusco, and I want to talk about this.
Okay. Let's do it.
Mostly I want to bitch about Daryl.
Okay. I'm stealing your shit.
I love Daryl as a human, but the fact that he's coming to town and immigrating all the way from California, coming to town to take all my jobs, it bothers me. It bothers me. And he's gone now, right? Like
he's gone. He left today.
Came in, played all the gigs, and then just
collected his check and left.
Fucked off.
Like the wind. Break like the wind.
So tell me about this gig you guys did for 3 days that I wasn't invited to while I desperately need cash.
So let me explain how these things work sometimes. This was a 3-day gig. We had a gig Thursday morning, Friday morning, Saturday morning, and Saturday afternoon. All at this golf course, right?
Was this the one we did with Eric last time? Same golf course?
I almost always did it with Eric for years. I've done this with Eric for years. And when he retired and moved away, suddenly I need another person, right?
Like a fucking boss.
So I usually bring Cahill in.
Oh.
Because he's free on weekdays because he's got a firefighter schedule. And he can...
Then you decided you need a better bagpiper than Cahill?
Yes. Well, no. Cahill is out of town. He's on his man trip going fishing or whatever nonsense that those guys do.
They're docking.
Yes. There's a bunch of firefighters
the fact that you laughed.
In Nova Scotia right now docking.
The fact that you laugh means you know what that means.
She knows what it is. She is not innocent.
I've heard it once or twice.
I heard it once or twice, yeah. So Cahill's out of town. Bill's out of town. So I got Angel for Thursday because Angel was free Thursday. And then
Angel actually played it?
He played Thursday for me, yeah.
Now I feel like he's just mad at me for some reason because he doesn't return my calls.
No, Angel will call you back if you're offering him money. So do you want to pay him money to talk to him?
I don't like him that much.
No.
Yeah.
So the reason I didn't ask you, because I know you couldn't do Friday. So in order to I needed somebody. So I did this gig last year with one of our band members, right? And how do I want to explain this? I want to say this nicely, but we play from 18th green up to like the trophy place where they present the trophy at the last minute. And this person did not get a single note right the entire time. So I was like, all right, no more of that. Like this is way too important for me. I do 4 events a year for these guys. They probably spend, I don't know, $4,000 on me or whatever it is, something ridiculous. So I'm like, I cannot have that. So this is how ridiculous it is. I have to go to California to bring somebody in. And the reason I didn't ask you is I knew you could do Saturday, but in order for it to be worthwhile for Daryl to drive all the fuck out here, I'm like, well, I got to give him enough gigs to make it worth his while, right? He could do Friday. I'm like, well, stay Saturday and we'll make it worth your while, So that's why I didn't ask you. And it was just because I need him to make enough money to get him to want to come out here, basically, right? Because I needed him for Friday. I had nobody. And I can't say no to these guys. You know what I mean? I'm like they want 2 pipers every day. I can't say like I can only get 1 this day. I mean, I could, but I don't want to.
I completely understand why you did what you did. I just wanted to sweat you on air. I just thought it was funny.
Son of a bitch.
Like it makes perfect fucking sense to me. I would have done the exact same thing.
Listen, this is my living, man. Like I got to make sure these guys call me back.
Like that I'm in like a real heavy work season until the gala is over for June. No, that's fine. No, yeah. But I'm still going to keep making a joke about Daryl coming over and stealing our jobs.
No, that's fine. So Daryl's like, dude, this is the greatest gig ever. Like, call me anytime.
It's cush.
It's so easy,
dude. It's the same thing that we have with Cahill. The same thing we have with Daryl.
Yep.
Like, you guys can come here and like make money.
Yeah.
Like, we get gigs a lot.
Yep.
I don't care. We're not the best pipe band in the world by any means, but we are the giggingest pipe band.
By far.
Like, we play all the fucking time.
Yep. Just like Cahill played at Havasu. And
yeah, man.
I paid him. I'm like, hey, man, here's what we pay you. Do what you will. I don't care if it goes to you, your band. I don't care what you do.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I just need bodies. I don't give a fuck what happens.
And he killed it. He did an amazing job.
Yeah, he always does.
Plus, I just like hanging out with Cahill.
Cahill's a great guy. Yeah,
I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for Cahill.
He's got I mean, the only issue with Cahill and
It was me and the goddamn service band boys. It was me and fucking Jeremy and Cahill and Bill.
I mean, I love Cahill. The only issue is that
Cahill has a small penis.
Yeah,
that's the only problem we have is.
But that didn't affect me as much.
I mean, I love him, but no, it doesn't affect you. Yeah. It affects me apparently, based on recent videos that I've seen.
Well, you like him big.
Yes. So yeah. So anyway, so that's what happened. It went great. Daryl was great. Love the guy. We did get it. Somebody did actually write to me and said, like, I think he sent it to the Facebook. He's like, why? Daryl was so nice to me at some games. He was judging, blah, blah, blah. He was the great guy. He's like, why the fuck is he hanging out with you two idiots? I'm like, because I don't know. He's a friend of mine. I don't know.
Dude, everybody hangs out with us. Yeah. You gotta keep in mind. We're the
assholes they can't be. They think these things, but they can't say it because they have careers to uphold, and we don't.
like who's the person in the background, slightly to the left of every celebrity ever? Like, we're that person. Like, anybody that's like known well, we're the person that they actually trust.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So,
because we're face value. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, Fuko.
We are who we say we are.
Two drunk
cunts.
So, we have 2 competitions coming up.
We do.
Which I'm actually pretty excited for. We're not going to be competing. We're going to be #playing for sheets. But we're playing San Diego, which is going to be a goddamn blast and a half.
Yes, because all our California friends will be there.
Everybody's going to be in San Diego, which I'm stoked. And we're playing Flagstaff, which Flagstaff is always fun because it's Flagstaff. Fusco. When do I get to go back to bass drum?
Well, considering we just lost another piper for competition. Did you see that post? Actually,
yes,
you pointed it out.
I saw that. Yeah.
It may be longer than you hope.
But if we're going to have any level of snare, even if it's just one snare, I feel like we have to have a little thump thump.
We definitely need a bass drum.
A little womp womp.
A womp womp and a thump thump. Which one?
Eat both, technically. First you do the womp womp womp, then you do the thump thump thump.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We need more pipers, and then we can let you go over to bass.
You can fire me, finally.
Fire you. I'd love to.
If only you could.
You want to be bass drum sergeant?
Sure.
There's only one person. Who are you gonna
bass major?
Who are you gonna boss around?
I'll practice by myself, just with a metronome in the room.
It's brilliant. Oh my god.
I'm still a firm believer that everyone should be cross trained on bass, and anybody that you should have your piper that can't necessarily keep up with the tunes should play bass drum. The problem with that theory is that there's this whole rhythm component, and I'm talking myself out of this already. A lot of the time, the person that can't quite nail the music on pipes is because they have no rhythm, and therefore they'd be even worse on bass. I like how you just nodded while I talked myself all the way through that and then realized it was a bad idea.
Yes. Sometimes I just got to let you go and think it through. Just like that whole idea
just put a coin in me and let me go.
Remember that whole teaching thing you came up with? Where
I'm still building that out. It's not implemented yet.
Oh, I've got notes. I took some notes on myself, like the teaching teachers. Look at this. Look what I got here.
Yeah. No, I see this. I appreciate
it. What are the concepts that we need?
I'm building out the tracking system right now. I'm basing it on the sponsor system I use for my actual work. It's good. I'm working on it. I have not forgot about it. I promise.
Okay. No, it's coming. We need this. I need this to happen.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
I need this to happen. So, but back to what you were saying.
Back to the bass thing. Yeah, I talked myself out of having the worst piper be the bass player because realistically, a bad bass drummer could fuck up the entire group, as we've seen multiple times when we invite guest bass players in.
Yeah, and they struggle at first. It's really difficult because it's so key. So, if you fuck it up, it ruins everything.
But what if I don't? What if I play it? Don't fuck it up.
It could totally pull it together. Yeah. It certainly does.
Pull it all. Get a little whoomp whoomp.
We just need more people, man. It's all about more people.
Little thump thump.
Bring
Little
more
womp
people
womp.
in. So, remember that student that you sent me, the drum student?
Did they ever pan out?
I called the mother. Has yet to call me back.
So I want a refund.
We might have to refund you some money.
I want a refund. I
appreciate you trying. It was a good idea, and
close friend of mine their sibling for the podcast.
I'll give them one.
Close friend of mine, their sibling said they wanted to join, and I was like, they're like, yeah, like we want to join, but like money's tight, whatever. I was like, okay, that's no worries. So I said that I'll cover it. Like it's like what, $60 or whatever to get the pad and sticks and all that.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll cover that, no worries. Just here's the person you need to call. Show up, start playing.
And to be fair, she texted me.
But you've been blown off more than once now.
Yes, by the parent of this person.
So you've been blown off multiple times.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, maybe I'll give him one more try. And then I'm like, I'm out, I was out last. Remember how angry I was like 2 weeks ago?
Oh, yeah.
I was like out then, but I'm like, I'll give it a shot. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
I think you like your drumming students so much more than you like your piping students.
Oh, my God, yes. Well, you saw it on Tuesday, right?
Saw it on Tuesday.
How nice I was tonight?
I'd never seen that whole process before yet because I'm usually not there for that. And they stayed later. And you teaching the drummers, you were so much happier than you dealing with the pipers.
Oh, my God, yeah. Well, they're like kids. I like kids, Like I'm much nicer to kids than adults, for sure. Because
kids haven't had the opportunity to become assholes yet.
Correct.
Yeah.
Adults are so disappointing 99% of the time. So and yeah, kids, I mean, as we learned from I think it was Camille that kids are cunts. But
kids are cunts.
But
actually the kids that you're teaching right now aren't cunts.
No. One of them might be, but but they're, you got to give kids a little bit of slack because they're all over the place. So.
Well, because they're narcissistic sociopaths, right? Like,
correct.
Like they haven't been out in people enough to understand how to people well.
Correct. Yes. So I give them a little slack on that. So,
and you understand them well because you're also
I'm essentially 14 years old mentally.
Yeah.
So I get along with them pretty well.
You understand why they just don't get that. Like, no, you can't do that. No.
Yeah, like.
Put the hatchet down.
You can't throw that at people. You understand this, right? No. I actually very much enjoy working with kids, and I hate working with adults for the most part. And we only have really kid drummers working with us right now. We have a couple adults, and they're a pain in the ass, but either way. But you saw how that worked, right?
Dude, the kid drummers sounded good.
They were doing pretty good. Yeah, no, we're getting there.
I thought they sounded
Could
good.
Be another
man.
7 years before any of them are up and can do anything useful.
Yeah, but like the basic shit, I thought they sounded pretty good.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I say that as a layman.
Yeah, and you know almost nothing, right?
Well, I know when it's right.
Right. It's easy to tell when it's right.
I know very little about drums.
Yeah.
I know very little, but I know when it's right. And to the extent where I can be like, hey, you were dragging, or hey, you were ahead of us, or hey, we were behind you. Like I understand the range because I've heard it so many times. Mm-hmm. It's like the same thing where like when I try to pretend to play P-Brock, and I've never actually been taught P-Brock, but I can like.
Have you ever? I don't remember you ever attempting to play P-Brock.
No, I just pretend to do it. It's like da, da, da,
just make up a bunch of notes,
da, da, and like it could like, but it's just because I've heard it and I've heard it enough times where I'm like, okay, like I could probably like I understand where we're at here.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah, those little drummers are actually pretty close. So okay, this is getting in the twilight of the episode.
Yeah, we're basically there. We're basically done.
And the reason I know we're in the twilight of the episode is because Fusco just flashed this at me.
Yeah, because I didn't want to forget about thanking this guy.
I'm going to need some different glasses.
Yeah, we got those two right there on your left or your right. You're right. Yeah, those.
You want to drink them out of these?
I mean, do you really want me to get up?
Okay, so
you have to try this, by the way.
This was sent to us by our good friend over at LoneStarPiper.com.
I was going to say, should we say because he mailed this through the U.S. mail?
Yeah, it was sent to us by Jeremy at Lone Star Piper.
Yeah, his address is for the IRS and the government.
If you want to get a discount,
ATF.
You can get a 50% discount on Atherton bagpipes if you go to LoneStarPiper.com/anal hyphus gonorrhea AIDS.
We got to write that one down. We got to use that more often.
But he was traveling, or someone else was traveling, and we got sent some Buckfast. Now we've had this before.
We've had this when we were in Ireland.
And Buckfast is a tonic wine.
It's red wine mixed with caffeine, essentially. Right?
Essentially mixed with caffeine, yeah. Red wine-based aperitif, 99.29% high caffeine content, not recommended for children or pregnant or breastfeeding women, contains sulfites.
What about women under periods?
It doesn't say.
Well, then we're good to go. They didn't warn us, so.
Why are you on your period?
I'm on my period.
You will be after you drink this.
I'm going to start bleeding from various orifices.
I have smaller glasses. Get the fucking
All right,
what we
hey,
normally
man.
use for a whiskey glass.
I'll get smaller glasses. I don't give a fuck.
It's like a small, we're not gonna drink this out of a pint glass, you dummy. This is Buckfast. This is the best trash caffeine bum wine that Ireland has to offer. Have you ever had MD 2020? No. That's like bum wine for. Well, that used to be the bum wine when I was in Northern Nevada. I don't know if it's bum wine universal.
I have no idea.
So it all goes downhill from here, kids.
So we're actually Oh, dude, it's brown. I thought it was going to be red.
Oh, God, no.
Is this the stuff when we were in Adele's kitchen that you threw up on?
No.
This was not that. Oh,
I threw up on Pachin.
oh Pachin, right. Yeah.
I'm pouring it all out, guys.
Dude, no. We're not going to do the whole fucking thing. Are you serious?
Okay, fine.
No, save half of it for next time. Oh, my God. I'll be up till fucking 7 in the morning.
Yeah, it's still bad.
All right.
Okay, so you get the little tiny glass.
Thank you.
You're going to love this.
You're going to get this guy.
Wait, I get the big fucking thing?
No, it's wide.
Exactly. It's girthy instead of...
Smells like cleaning solution.
Like what?
Slunge it.
Cleaning solution.
Oh,
It's probably worse. This won't clean anything.
it's going to clean...
Anyway, Jeremy Downs.
Thank you,
Lone Star
sir.
Piper.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Fucking Bucky. A bottle of Bucky. Really?
Dude, I can't believe you sent this to
Don't
me.
shoot it. Trust me. That makes it worse.
It's not horrible.
It's not the taste that is the worst part. It's the effect.
I was expecting worse. I thought it was way worse when we had this over there. I mean, it's not good, but it's not terrible. Ooh, wait, the aftertaste is rough. Hold on.
Also, when you
Get that?
go completely mental,
Yeah, when I'm like hallucinating later.
you're gonna hallucinate, but you're gonna be.
Is this like one of those after school movies where I jump off the roof of something because of this stuff?
Fuck fast. Not even once.
Oh my God. This is rough stuff. Do you like it?
It's not bad,
Really?
actually.
Well, you're a wine
I can drink it.
connoisseur.
Okay, so Fusco, we're essentially almost at an hour. I feel like it's time. We're gonna make it a quick episode. Final thoughts.
We're getting in, we're getting out. So my final thoughts are this. If you're a dusty old cunt, give up the game, let the younger people take over, and do this the right way. Because the old way is shite. Would you agree?
My final thought is, God damn it, I regret this so much already. Do you have any idea how much I hate admitting when Andrew Douglas is right?
Hold on.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
I'm shaming you for admitting Andrew Douglas is right.
It is my my least favorite thing in the world to admit when Andrew Douglas is right, because he's a fucking self-aggrandizing windbag. But he's completely right
He is right.
in that there should be a level of uniformity and a level of it realistically
Pull the
should
curtain
be,
back, whatever that's
it should
called.
be world transparency. But it's one of those things where, like, yeah, the judging criteria should change drastically. The people that are allowed to be judges should change drastically. And at the end of the day, there has to be, if you're going to call yourself the world's, there has to be more points than just the 5 majors that are in the UK.
You think?
Yeah, I think so. I think that if you're going to say this is the World Pipe Band Championships, then the people that actually gain points and prestige that play there, it shouldn't be about, well, it's the World Pipe Band Championships, but only if you play the 5
If
majors.
you can make it to the 5 majors that are all within the United Kingdom.
Yeah, I think that he has nailed that on the head, and it's only because the way his fucked up brain works, he can just kind of dissect systems and fix them. But he's right. I hate admitting it, but Doogie, you're right. The way they're doing the judging is bullshit, and the way that the points are measured for what they call the World Pipe Band Championships, what is really the UK Championships, is bullshit.
Absolutely. You know what Andrew Douglas, if he's listening right now, is thinking?
I have an erection.
Oh, yeah, he's jerking off.
He's jerking off to the fact that you just admitted that he's right about something. So,
well, at least I'll have made someone come tonight.
You know what? You know what would be really interesting? I wonder. I really wish one of our special guests would just chime in on like this subject. You know what I mean? Like, I wish we had what, like Fast Eddie, hit the bell. I can't believe we had the bell until now. Drink, motherfuckers. Drink the Buckfast.
Buckfast!
When the bell rings, we have to drink.
But look at how few times you hit your mic.
Dude,
now that you have the arm.
Amazing. The arm is amazing. Amazing. We're experimenting with new mics, so it's really good. But I would love it. Fast Eddie had an opinion, or MLK, or any of the special guests.
Ozzy, obviously.
Ozzy Broad, of course. But what if God had an opinion on this subject?
On which subject?
The whole judging thing, like these self-aggrandizing cunts that judge. Like, ultimately, shouldn't God be the one that's judging all this?
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know how we get in touch with him. He has not been on the show in a very long time.
We haven't heard from God. We haven't heard from the guy that what's his name? The guy the X-Files guy,
Tinfoil Hat Man.
Tinfoil Hat guy. We haven't heard from any of these people in a long time. I just wish one of them would call in and say, "This is what we think of this situation."
Well, Fusco, if you're trying to summon God, you got to pray.
Hold on. Let's just pray. Hold on. There you go. Almighty God, if you're out there, this is Foucault talking to you. And I just want to say, I really would appreciate some guidance. And I think RSPBA would really appreciate guidance on how to properly judge pipe band competitions. So if you're out there, I just want you to know, Josh and I are really thinking about you.
Julio, see you later. What's up?
God? Is that you?
I didn't think you guys would call me so soon.
Why were you coughing? Have you been visiting Nevada where pot is now legal? Is that why you were coughing?
Sure, we'll call it that. Also, pot is super legal in heaven.
God, I'm. This is amazing. I prayed to you and you came and visited us. I'm so excited by this. Thank you for coming.
Dude, do you have any idea how many sick kids in Africa I ignored just for your prayer?
Well, it's worth it, I promise you, because there's way more important things than sick kids in Africa. You want to know what that is? Pipe band judging.
You're fucking kidding me, right?
I'm not kidding you. I'm very concerned about the state of pipe band judging in the world, not even the United States. What was I thinking?
Who thinks they can judge the world?
To be fair, looking at these dusty old cunts in RSPBA, apparently only you are fit to judge these major contests. What do you think?
I have judged all, and yet Closkelt still wins.
So you're telling me Closkelt is the clear winner in your eyes?
Would they move to grade 1? They would be judged worthy of grade 1.
Is that because our friend Adele is a member of that band? Or is it more than that? Is it because their tenor section is so hot?
Is that the one having sex out of wedlock?
That is her.
Then no, not because of her. Because I have like these strict...
I'm sorry, not her. No.
I have these strict rules based on some book a bunch of people said I said, and you get misquoted. You know how it goes.
Yes. Look at the news every day. So what you're telling me is, what is your feelings towards RSPBA, the people who monitor judging in the pipe band world, essentially?
The RSPBA are false idols. All who worship them shall be smote by the Chantorant podcast.
Well, fair enough. God has spoken. I mean, he says, fuck them all. Is that what you're saying, God? Fuck them all.
Yeah, fuck them all and let the ensemble judge sort them out.
I believe that's a quote from the Marines, but fair enough. I appreciate you coming and joining us for this little bit of insight into what should really happen when we judge pipe bands. But do you have any final words about how this thing is done? Do you think we could do it better? When you brought human beings to the earth, were you hoping that eventually someday we would find a better way to judge pipe bands? Is that your goal?
Honestly, I'm still very confused by the anal beads, so the pipe band thing is kind of taking second chair to my worries right now.
Fair enough. I am also confused by anal beads. I've never personally enjoyed them. I mean, I've tried them a few times in my life. But, you take the good, you take the bad. What's the rest of the saying?
The stuff you guys do to get off.
Hey, you created us, to be fair.
I never knew you would do that.
Did you have okay, so when you created human beings, to be fair, did you have any idea that humans would find a way to put things up their ass instead of pulling them out, instead of letting them fall out?
This is what happens when I give creatures thumbs.
The monkeys.
Never again.
Never again give anything opposable thumbs. Because what will we do with that thing? We'll stick it right up in our own ass.
Right up the bum.
Yes,
every time.
Right. Yeah. So, I don't know what we've learned here today, God. What have we learned here today?
Existence is pointless, and I've kind of left y'all to your own devices.
Obviously, because we've come up with
Speaking
a completely
of devices,
ridiculous system of judging pipe bands.
The difference between a flashlight and what you call a fleshlight?
Flashlight and a fleshlight. Yes. Fleshlight. Yes.
One produces light, one just absorbs all light.
I can only hope that someday the Chanarant Patreon at chanarant.com/Patreon will garner enough money for us to afford us buying a fleshlight so that we can try it out and see if it does absorb all light.
Also, the benefit of my omnipotence is knowing that you got your URL wrong, and it's patreon.com/Chantarant.
I appreciate the correction. See, this is why I have God on the show, to correct me when I fuck everything up. Because apparently I'm a shitty host.
And also, I don't forgive you for the thing you did yesterday. I saw it.
Oh, that.
With the socks.
You mean 3 times?
And the
I did
pineapple?
yesterday. Yes. The pineapple backwards.
Yes.
Oh my God.
All right, go wake up Josh. He's in the bathroom sleeping.
Yes, let's get back to Josh. Sorry. God, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. And you're always the best of guests.
Duh.
Thank you, God, for joining us.
Shut the fuck up with this guy.
We appreciate you.
Seriously, what the fuck are you doing?
I thought you were asleep.
No, I'm talking to you the entire time.
You were talking to me that whole time?
I'm talking about this judging situation the entire time, and you just roll your eyes roll back in your head, and you start talking about God and shit like some kind of weird fucking homo conversion therapist.
Did I look like a blind piper?
Yeah, but you didn't sound as good as most of the blind pipers I know.
I mean, those guys are usually pretty
they're
good.
Usually better than you.
So, well, I mean, I'm sorry you missed that because God was talking to me apparently in my head. I don't know if anybody heard.
Fusco, I think you have a fucking tumor.
I probably have a tumor the size of your balls.
So big.
Yeah, very big. In my noggin.
You should have wished you had a tumor the size of my dick.
Well, the thickness anyway, not the length, because that's embarrassing, but the thickness for sure. So,
just curled around your skull twice.
We've completely gone off the rails. Are we going to end this show anytime soon?
Well, we had done final thoughts earlier, and then you reminded me that we're going to do this whole God bit.
Yeah, I forgot about the God bit. But so let's end this episode with final thoughts. Josh, you did not give your final thoughts. I gave mine. Go ahead.
I regret nothing. RSPBA, fuck you, you dusty old cunts.
Exactly. So,
Fusco, if it's okay with you, play us out.